I'd now like to show you another module. This is called feature machining. What this allows you to do is to project a toolpath onto a 3D relief. So for this particular example, I have an American football that I have imported from the Relief Clipart library, and I've also created just a little bit of artwork on the top of it. So I've wrote Bobby's ball, and then I have a shooting star with two other vectors inside that star and the trail. I also have the outside vector for the football. I've created two toolpaths. One is a machine relief. There you can see it's using the boundary of the football, and I've also created a profile just to cut the part out. Now I'm ready to do some feature machining on this part. So I'm going to click on Toolpaths and then select here for feature machining. Here we have quite a large dialog box. You can create a raised feature, a recessed feature. Here you can see that the icon changes to show you what you will actually get. For this particular example, I'm going to create a recessed feature, and I'm going to create it at 1 mm deep. I can select the vector at the top edge, or I can select the vector at the bottom edge, so this will make it smaller. I'm going to use the top edge at the moment, and I'm going to use an area clearance just so it clears all of the part out when I create the toolpath. And I'm going to project my tool onto the relief. So I'm going to select my tool now, which is going to be a 1.5 mm ball nose, and I'm going to select the text for Bobby's ball and then click calculate now. Now you can see it's created a toolpath there, and I'll just close this dialog box here. I'm now going to create some raised feature machining. So if I click on feature machining again, and this time use the raised feature, the feature height is going to be 1 mm, and this time I'm going to use profile only because the machine relief is going to rough all of this out for me anyway. So I'll select my tool, which is going to be a 1.5 mm ball nose again, and select the vectors, which is going to be this shooting star, and then click calculate now. So there you can see, if I just zoom in here, it's created a toolpath along the outside of this shooting star. So I'll close that now, and I'm going to create another feature toolpath. This time select the inside of the star, and I'm going to create a centerline feature. The depth of this, I'm going to set this at 0.1, and I'm going to project the tool. The tool that I'm going to use is again a 1.5 mm ball nose, and I'm going to calculate now. I'll close this dialog box, and I need to move these two toolpaths to the top so the machine relief sees that there is a toolpath before it and it does not machine the feature. So if I move this up, just keep on moving that up, and I'll move this one up so they are both at the top. And this feature machine, I'm just going to have that before the profile because I don't want the part cut out before it's created the feature machining. So there we have our feature machining. You start to get a good idea of what this looks like now when I simulate it. So I'm just going to simulate this, and here you can see it's creating the roughing out. It's created all of the star. When it creates the machine relief, you will see that it will not machine this part of the feature. You can see it's leaving the feature 1 mm standing proud. So this allows you to machine onto a 3D relief. So if I just zoom in here, you can see it's standing above the football. So this is just going to finish the machine relief, and now it's going to do Bobby's ball, which is recessed this time. So there you can see that's actually recessed into the ball. So I'll just zoom back out, and there we have some 3D machining using 2D geometry. This is all achieved by using the feature machining module.